Caught on camera, a Los Angeles resident seen defending his home and family from would-be robbers earlier this month.
That home and gun owner now says he's been stripped of his concealed carry permit by the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department after the terrifying neighborhood shootout.
Here with their story, Vince Ricci alongside his wife, Karla, who was just on the other side of the door when the gunfight broke out. Thank you both for being here. We were commenting on your story earlier. The courage it took to do what you did to defend your family. Now, we'll get into that story in a moment, but your permit was revoked. Did they give you a reason why? Like, why are you the one that pays the consequence?
Well, thank you for having us on. No, they haven't given us any written statement. We've requested a written statement. We've constantly reached out to them and emailed. My wife has constantly reached out, and they haven't said anything to us.
Vince, as a follow-up to that, is it standard protocol that after a firearm is discharged or something like that in this kind of incident, that they suspend it for a while? Or is this, as you can tell, as far as you can tell, unique to your situation?
I think it's unique to the district we're in California. They usually will suspend it temporarily, from what I've heard, but then they temporarily suspended it, and then they immediately called and said it's revoked.
It's revoked.
And said, yeah, just over the phone, no written confirmation, no email, nothing. Because I feel like it's a petty attempt to strip me of my ability to protect myself, and because there's so much publicity around the case and they haven't caught anybody there at large, that it's easy for them to do that and then to actually go and catch the criminals.
Well, now every criminal knows you don't have a gun. That doesn't make me feel very safe for you either. Karla, when I saw this video and what your husband did, I was so proud of him, and I thought this is exactly what I would want my husband to do, to defend himself and to protect our family.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, it's taken me a few weeks now to try to even articulate how I'm feeling, because it's really been a roller coaster of emotions. But I somehow lie like equally feeling so saddened and in such disbelief that this happened to us, as equally proud and impressed with my husband for really not only handling himself with such class and professionalism on November 4th, but honestly, up until this point in the days following.
Vince, we were talking about this a little bit earlier. You know, I know that your car had been broken into. I don't know if your home had been attempted to be broken into as well in the months leading up to this moment. But we were watching your video, and you know, your reaction, your approach from behind, and you had coffee or tea or something that you were carrying. Your reaction's pretty amazing. I don't know if you're intentionally tossing the drinks at the guy, but it certainly forces him to recoil, gives you time to draw your weapon. Tell us about that moment.
Well, thank God for Starbucks, because I had a hot tea in my hand, and when I turned around, the first thing I thought was, I can't believe they caught. I can't believe this is really happening. And I knew that crime has been taking over LA, and I knew that this does happen. But I really didn't think it would happen to me for some reason, just optimism. And I knew my baby and my wife was literally on the other side of the door. And when I just thought, I said, screw it. And I hit him with the tea, and I threw the tea in his face. And I thought that I wasn't going to have to fire, because I thought that they might run off as I charged at them. And then when I realized they were still drawing down on me, that's when I realized I'm going to have to do the thing I never wanted to do. And that was use my firearm.
So we can't see that in the video, but you're saying, see, he fled, but I see another set of shoes there. There was more than one guy, and ultimately they were still staring you down when you had to discharge. Your life was threatened.
Yeah, no, 100%. As I hit him with the tee, he wasn't fleeing, which a lot of people are commenting that I shot them in the back. I didn't. He was turning around to avoid getting hit with the tee. You know what I mean? Yeah. They weren't leaving just from a cup of tea.
Did they fire?
Yeah.
Did they fire?
Yeah, they fired. They both fired at me, and then when they hopped over the fence, I was hearing gunshots as I was ducking down. I think they were firing out of fear, because I was firing and just suppressing fire to keep me away as they were fleeing. But, you know, I was in a safe position at that point. I seen both their backs to me at one point. I didn't fire, because my mission wasn't to kill anybody. My mission was to protect my family. And I did a good job of it, and I was just like, just leave. Just leave now. That's it.
Really quick, Karla, what are the reactions of your neighbors?
Honestly, our neighbors have been super supportive, but all of our neighbors want to come together to try to improve our local community and work with our government to hopefully prevent this from happening again in the future. If what my sleepless nights and stressful days have been like can help one mother not have to rock their baby back to sleep after they wake up to gunshots out their bedroom door, it would really be worth it. And I know this is a morning message to a lot of viewers, and I want a lot of people to know that it's just a reminder, you can't see mental health, and everybody's going through something. We really, really, really get to focus on being kind and being a part of the faith and humanity. And our neighbors know that we have a large nonprofit. We have a massive upcoming toy drive on December 2nd down at Hubble Studio. If any charities are in need of toys this year, we have a lot of toys that we can share. If any families in need this year want to come to pick up some toys, we have a lot to give back. So our neighbors are very supportive. They know they're a part of the greater good. And we really, really, really don't want any of this hate or fear to live in our hearts. And we really hope we can be a part of a great end of the year and beginning of the new year.
Karla, what an amazing perspective, a beautiful
Yes.
message. What's the name of your charity real quick, by the way, so if our viewers want to help?
Trina's Kids Foundation is Vince's nonprofit after his late mother. So it's actually our 10th annual holiday toy drive this December. So we're doing a 10-city tour. If you don't see us in LA, maybe you'll see us in Atlanta, Tampa, Miami, all across the states.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
Vince, Karla, thank you so much. Nice job, Vince.
Vince,
Thank you so
you're a
much.
hero, Vince.
Appreciate you.
God bless and
Thank
keep
you.
us posted, please.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
By the way, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department declined to provide a statement at this time.
This is the kind of story I hope we stay on.
Me too.
On the what happens on the next steps of a guy who's been stripped of his ability to defend his home and his family.
We should use that tape for Man School, by the way.
And be part of it.
More Fox
right.
and Friends coming up.